My name is Stacy. I'm known here as Flightyrambler, and I'd like to welcome you to my channel today. I'm going to begin by quickly showing the nails that I did for myself. I'll have a link to how I did it listed in the top right-hand corner. Today's video is actually a haul video. I'm participating in Thrifty Thursday, which is hosted by Sherry at Turquoise Dreaming, and also Thrifty Canucks, which was introduced by Kim Newberg. I'll have links to both of their fabulous channels listed in the description box below. To begin with, I'm going to show these fabulous books. Wow, I really picked up some gems in the past couple of weeks. And the first of which is going to be this little cute book called Naughty Amelia Jane by Enid Blyton. And I remember devouring sections of the library when I was younger, including Hardy Boys, Nancy Drew, Black Stallion, Black Beauty, those kind of books. And this really was a throwback to then because, wow, the pictures, the large print text, it's all just fabulous goodness and memorabilia for me. I paid $1 for this at the Restore store. It was copyrighted in 1939, and that means that these pages are older. It has a good patina, and I can see that the signatures were sewn in. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to bring myself to pull this one apart for fodder, or if I'm just gonna keep it in my collection for a little while. Aren't those illustrations? Those illustrations are just everything. They're so cute. So wow, this one was on display at the Restore store. Like all the hardcover books there were $1. But when I found it, I'm like, oh, I wonder if there's gonna be pictures inside. And when I opened it up, I just about died. It's incredible. It's an incredible find. It was copywritten in 1961, and this reprint was done in 1974. And that's all well and good, but once I started flipping through the book, it was in my hot little hands as quick as possible. Look at these fabulous pictures. And it just goes on and on with pictures of all kinds of mushrooms. I believe there's about 300 plus pictures before the color pictures stop and it begins with black and white text information about mushrooms and toadstools. I mean, wow, I was blown away. And for $1, I mean, what a find. This little red storybook drew my attention because of the style of the graphics and pictures. It's just screaming 1950. I can't find any dates on it because there's a library envelope covering it up, but such cute vintage pictures. This has to be from the 50s or 60s. I mean, just fabulous pictures and really fun text. Simple text, like it's a first reader, obviously. And I remember going through these as well when I was in elementary school, right? So ride Tom, and then all of these like quick little words. It's really fun. And the pictures really do scream of a vintage era. There is some staining on the back pages, but that doesn't bother me much at all. I mean, I'll take it for $1. I have music paper in my stash, but there was nothing like this. This screamed early 20s or 30s. That picture on the front just has that stylization from that era. And then the copyright down there is actually from 1934. And the pages in this book are so yellowed and aged, and the patina is absolutely gorgeous. And as you get closer to the back of the book, the more complicated the music seems to get. It is a piano pieces for children's book, so... And right next to it was another book. It looks like the front cover was lost and they decided to laminate the index to preserve the book. It is a classified index of piano pieces for everyone. And that copyright turned out to be 1933. And the sellotape that they use to kind of keep the book together is really old. And it's just fabulous. I mean, and this book just goes on and on with beautiful pages filled with different kinds of music notes and whatnot. And there's even some notes from students in some of the pages. Now this dictionary, as if I need another dictionary in my stash. I kind of went back and forth about choosing to pick it up, but in the end, $4. And there was a lot going for this thick, big book. Not to mention the gold leaf on the outside of the whole book, on the edges. It also had wonderful yellowed pages. It was a great patina. It was only from 1984, but already looked so old. And a lot of additional information in this book as well, such as American presidents up to 1984. It had information on the flags of the world. And I liked the text, the bold and the regular text on all the pages. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to be able to rip this one up, but never know. I mean, I have enough dictionaries in my stash already that this one could be sacrificed, I suppose. And so that was the end of my book haul for this video. And I'm going to move into the items I found at local thrift stores. The first of which is this flower press. Now, I did press flowers last year. I used a regular book. It was actually my swatch book. And yeah, I wanted something that I was dedicated to flowers because I want to dry some of the flowers from my garden this year. So when I found this, I lit up like a Christmas tree, didn't even care about the price. It went into my basket and came home with me. And not to mention, I am a fan of the rainbow straps. I'm a fan of any rainbow. Rainbows make me so happy. So I'm just checking out what kind of papers were in this press, and oh my goodness, it had dried flowers in it. What a haul. What a bonus. So I'm going to go ahead and show the different flowers that were already inside this press. It's inspiring to see the sprigs that they put together. I usually just use one flower and put that down, and I didn't think to arrange them like they are in this press. It's quite inspiring, and I'll see what I can do about that this year. This is my swatch book, and I put my flowers in here last year, and it's just not the place for it, so I'm really glad to have found that press. I think I'm going to combine all of the dried flowers into a tin or something to store them in so that I can press new flowers this year. This Restore store that I went to in a town a little bit a ways from me was filled with all kinds of goodies, including these two stationery sets. Why they priced one at $2 and the other so cheaply, I don't know. But I don't mind. The graphics on the front were just intriguing. I mean, that's some beautiful terrarium on the front of this one. And it seems like the envelopes in this one are sealed already. Maybe they got damp or wet. But yeah, they seem to be sealed, so not very useful. But I'll find some way to get them in my stash. Some of the stationery in this set was blank, but that's okay. I was actually after this because of the graphic on the front. It's just so beautiful. As well as the one here for 25 cents. It was so pretty. I mean, wow, look at the design. They're just really well done. I really enjoyed these. There's even more graphics on the inside. It looks like the pink envelopes do open. And the pad of stationery does have a lot of that flower design on it, which makes it special. My next find are these intriguing postcards. That's right, they're postcards from Hawaii. If you can believe it, I was not expecting the postcard information on the backside of both of these. And they're just stunning. I mean, I could not resist picking them up. They have really great graphics. I really enjoy the pictures on both, and just they're so unusual. I've never seen anything like this before. The next are these art cards. It was a whole bag of art cards and envelopes for $1. And I didn't look through it at the store. I saved it to just now, so I'm seeing them for the first time just as you are. And there is some gorgeous front covers on some of these cards. And it turns out some of these are made here in Canada, some are mouth painted, and some are foot painted. And there was quite the variety of different types of papers used. And I have a feeling that they just added random envelopes with these cards. And that doesn't bother me at all. I'll separate the envelopes and the cards and use them as I like. This palette paper is actually quite inspiring. When I create or use paints right now, I seem to keep the black, the white, and the colors all separate. I've watched videos where artists use their palettes to create varying hues of the same color by mixing in black and white, and I want to start doing that, and I felt this pad of palette paper would come in handy. Not to mention, it was only 99 cents. At one of the thrift stores I went to, they had this whole bag of stamps for $5. And I was intrigued because some of them are on this card, this insert for a stamp collector, and some of them were just basically torn off an envelope or a postcard. And so for $5, I thought it was worth exploring, and there's a wealth, there's a wealth of stamps. The ones on this insert are more foreign and has like Falkland Islands and things like that. And the ones in the bag and in the paper bag seemed to be more domestic. A lot of Canadian stamps, some American stamps, some from different parts of the world, but certainly they're all mounted on paper. I have an idea of how to get the stamps off the paper. I'll have to refresh my memory to make sure I don't wreck them before I give it a try. If you know how to get the stamps off the paper, then please let me know in the description box below. I have picked up a few sets of cards on my travels, and the first is this book. Now, I'm not sure what it is. I mean, this book, I get it out of the plastic, and the book itself is rigid. It doesn't bend, it doesn't open, and I figured that's what it's meant to do. It's meant to store your cards in a little book format, which is absolutely charming. The cards themselves have not been used before, but that's okay. I figure that I'll just add it to my card stash, or else I'll just leave it as that display because it is quite cute. When I saw this set of cards, I could only see the one side. I didn't know what was on the other, but I was charmed by the painting of the girl. And oh my goodness, to find another painting of another girl done so prettily, I am so pleased I found it and picked it up. The next are this cat and dog set. Isn't it cute? I was kind of hoping there would be more than one design on the back of the card, but there isn't, and it doesn't bother me because that kitten and that set of dogs right there, oh, that's so cute. It's just adorable. Then we have this funky set of cards. Wow. What a fun design on these. I mean, it's just so bright and colorful. It reminds me of some doodles, but I have a feeling it's harkening back to maybe the 60s or 70s. But the cards themselves have not been used. They're in pristine shape and they have really fun design on them. Next, I'm going to show the textiles that I found, including these two doilies. Aren't they cute? Just so cute. And then I found these bags of laces and trims, and I'm just going to shush because for 25 cents there was a lot of wide lace. And wow, I was blown away at the price and the quality of the laces that I've picked up. I couldn't believe the price of these 2 boards with lace wrapped around them. I saw them and I just my heart just leapt. I'm like, oh my goodness, those are absolutely stunning. My haul videos wouldn't be complete without some napkins. And the first is this beautiful butterfly napkin with that gorgeous, I don't know, is that a hydrangea? I'm not quite sure what flower that is, but absolutely beautiful. This napkin that is full of love is a really nice piece of art to look at, and it would be nice to decoupage onto a project. And hello, summer. Look at that cute little puppy in that watermelon slice. Absolutely adorable. And the pattern is repeated on each of the 4 corners, making it a really cute napkin. And lastly is this one full of strawberries and bright and cheery colors. It looks like a vintage ad and just absolutely cute. Next is that Artist's Loft fluid acrylic paint in a few colors. They were in the clearance bin and looked like they had already been used, but for that price, I mean, I'm just going to take it home because paint is paint. I don't have any of those fabulous contour brushes that some people use with their ink pads, and at the dollar store I found one, and so I'm going to give it a try. I have pretty much finished my bottle of Aleene's tacky glue, and I wanted the bottle that stands on its own like this because it'll keep the glue at the tip so I don't have to shake it whenever I want to get some glue out. And I've been using my Dymo a fair bit, so I picked up some black tape refills. I know in a different haul video, I picked up these laser wood shapes, but they were in different shapes. I believe that was butterflies, flowers, and such. This one has hearts, clouds, and stars, and they're just so small and cute. And of course, if I find a rainbow, I'm going to be drawn to it, so this stamp came home with me. This cute doily has these fabulous hearts around the edges. I've not seen doilies like this before, so I had to give it a try. Here is 2 sets of alpha stamps, one in uppercase and one in lowercase. I found this classic popcorn bag and thought I would add it to my stash of treat bags, as well as I found these 2 with all of these colors. Again, it's a rainbow and I can't resist. And that is it for me, my Thrifty Thursday and Thrifty Canucks. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. If you did, please give me that thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And until my next video, bye-bye.